Welcome back to Totally Integrated Instrumentation. We continue our look at the Siemens Technology Module for Coriolis flow meters. In our previous video we brought the block into our TIA Portal project. Now we're going to look at the visualization. So I've covered this on a previous video, so I'll put the link at the top. How to bring in your demo project and import your library. So there's a sample library which is the SITRANS TIA Portal library, and within that you can see the FCT. So there's a few things that we need to bring in. Under WinCC Professional we will have script. So that's Visual Basic script. You can see there that needs to go into your project, and if I have a look under my script, it's already in there, so that's important. And then if you want to use the demo project, you have under Common Data, you have the three screens. So you get Main, System, Startup. Yeah, so you can drag those into your project, but please look at the previous video on how you do that. Once I've got those in, I then need to bring in my Hmi tags. That will be under my master copies folder, and you can see here list tags. So drag that into your tag table in your project, and if we go to that, you'll see it there. You basically delete the ones that you don't want to use. Leave the trend and the active screen name, their internal tags, and delete the others. Well, I have all of these in my project, so I'll leave them there, but you're going to need to make reference to that in a minute. So what you need to do is look at bringing the faceplates into your project. So you've got the data mapping ready. We need to bring the faceplates in and link everything up to the visualization. The visualization part of the demo is under this list demo screen. So I mean, but it could be under any screen that you want. If we look under this screen, you can see all of my other faceplates. I already have the FCT in here, but what you can do, and you can see it for the other Coriolis meter, you can have a faceplate with 4 process values. If you don't want it to look as cluttered, there is an option to just have one, like you can see down here. So we're going to add that into our project. So if we go to WinCC Professional, go to faceplates, you can see there's a couple of FCTs there. So if we drag in this first one, you'll see my screen there with just one process value. So under properties, the first thing we need to do is to link that to the interface, and in this case that is the SITRANS FCT. So we've got that, so that's linked it, and then we just need to tell it which of the screens to open first. So that's linked the data. So if we go to events, this is where the Visual Basic side of the functionality comes in. So left mouse button, and then we're going to select the Visual Basic code. And then we have a few functions here. So the first one, we're going to leave that at 0. Okay, so that's the screen number that we want to start off on. And then we just need to set these, the UDT tag prefix and the symbol type, to strings. And you can type these in, but you have to get them exact. So if we go to the UDT prefix, that is actually the tag name here. So if I go to my tags, we just need this text, and we can copy that. I'll close that, and we'll put that into the prefix. Then the symbol name is actually this name here. So you can see the FCT, and there's my screen 0. So we need to copy all of that, including the underscore, but not the screen number, because that's covered in the section underneath. And that is it. So bring it in. If you've already got your screens in, You just need to bring the template in and link it to the screens and then link it to the UDT. So very simple to set up, and you can compile that and then start the runtime. As you can see, we're on the visualization side of things now. We have our WinCC Scada project open and a few devices here, but we're focusing on the technology module. This is the block that I brought in just to show you. This is purely to give you the option to have something which is a little bit smaller as a faceplate. So once I click on this, I get access to all of the information. So we'll just run through very quickly how you configure this. There's not much to do. These 4 process values are required here for the main display, but you can link, as you can see in the TIA Portal project, these values are already being accessed, they're already being read, so you can see the fraction A and B are already being read. My totalizers, these are all there. This can be passed on to your project in any way that you want. So if you want to change the look and feel of these settings, then we go to this screen, and there's a few things that you may want to do. So rather than having density, you may want to have a totalizer, for instance. Okay, and then this control commands, this allows you to zero the flow meter. So we want volume flow rather than mass flow, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm moving towards an application with ABV, so I want that. And then if I come here, I want my fraction A. So I have my volume flow and my fraction A. I haven't got the curve programmed in there yet, but this will be my fraction A is the percentage alcohol, volume flow is everything. So if you take fraction away from volume flow, you've got the percentage water. So that's complete. If I have a look on my screen now, you can see here litres per minute, litres and kilograms per minute for my fraction. I can change those units back on TIA Portal and download those. So when I go back to my home screen now, you can see here I have this zero adjust function. So there's my flow at the top. Don't forget that I set it with a low flow cutoff of 0, which is something you shouldn't do. You should always have a reasonable low flow cutoff. But we'll click on that 0 adjust because we've included the commands now, and that will fine tune my 0 on that flow meter. Other functions, if you go to your totalizer, you can, now I've set that, look, I can reset my totalizer from here. So it's pretty much got everything on there that you need. There's no scaling of parameters required because this is all digital. So it just reads the digital value from the sense link, digital sense link, and displays that on the faceplate. So there you go. That's a look at the visualization side of things for the new technology module from Siemens. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button, and please share with your friends and colleagues, and your support is really much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in.